I'm Sunny Goldberg, and welcome to Know Your Neighbors. I am thrilled to introduce you to a neighbor of ours, Pete Boyashers, who is the owner of Brooklyn Bagel and Company that is absolutely divine. So come on, let's go meet Pete. Pete, hello.
Hello, Sunny.
Thank you for sitting down with us so people could get to know your face and your divine supersized bagels.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Aren't they beautiful?
Oh, they even smell. Anyway, first, tell us about yourself. How did you get here? I mean, in Mamaroneck.
So we moved, my family and I moved to Mamaroneck about 8 years ago, this September. Since the day we moved here, I always had the idea of possibly one day, as you know, we own stores in the city. You're aware?
Queens and Manhattan.
Correct.
Okay.
There's 5 locations in the city. So I've always had the idea of someday perhaps opening up a store near my home, near my new home. And I've had my eyes on this space for quite a while. And once it became available, I jumped right on it.
Now, I watched this place and I kept going by. Are they open yet? How long did that take you?
About a 2-year process. Yeah.
Is there a reason, or it just was reconfiguring, or?
It was all of the above. There was a lot of construction that went into this space. As you know, it was decimated from the Hurricane Ida flood. So it got gutted down to the block, the brick, the structure. And we had to do as you can see, we did a detailed job here. So it took some time to design it, to build it. But there was also a longer process than what we expected.
Wow.
in getting the job off the ground. There's a lot of parties involved. There's the health department out of Westchester.
Right, getting all kinds of agreements with
They need to get it approved.
Right.
And then, of course, the wonderful folks over at the Village of Mamaroneck, the building department, they also have to do their approval process. You also have a few boards that you have to go through. Approval for parking.
And you have great parking.
Yeah, we have parking
I have to tell people that. Everybody says, where do you park?
Yeah, so we had to go through like a zoning board of appeals for the parking. Then we had to go through a board of approval for signage. So there's just a lot of, parts to putting it together.
But you did it, and boy, it's so welcome. I never come by here that there's not a line or people sitting outside.
It's been great. Yeah.
And on our neighbor blog, they are giving you rave reviews.
That's awesome.
So now, you mentioned you've been here about 8 years.
Yeah.
Your wife also is a teacher.
My wife is actually a school psychologist.
A school psychologist.
And she currently is employed by the Chatsworth Elementary School.
So you guys are really local.
Oh, we're part of the we're in this neighborhood.
And I saw your son, your adorable son, works with you.
Not today, but yeah, he works here on the weekends, Thursday to Sunday, and then when he goes back to school, I'm hoping to at least get him one day out of the week. But yeah, we're very much a family-run business, absolutely.
You mentioned to me that you're an engineer by profession, and so is your son going to be?
My son is going to college now in an engineering program, civil engineering program.
Wow.
So.
And what makes an engineer want to make bagels?
Well, we were in construction out of college. I had a construction firm pre 9/11. So,
I didn't know that. Wow.
Because of 9/11, we had to pivot over to the bagel industry. It felt very natural to me because my family, my parents, my grandparents were in the food business.
Obviously.
So it felt instinctual to kind of like pivot into the food business.
You cannot imagine how good this smells to me sitting here.
Yeah.
But you guys have a unique process. I was reading it's like a 100-year-old process.
Well, our bagels are made the traditional way, hand rolled, kettle boiled.
All done here.
So the hand rolling process is performed in our commissary, which is in Long Island City currently, but we are moving by the end of the year to Mount Vernon.
Closer.
Closer. And we deliver to the stores daily. The bagel basically is delivered raw in its raw form, but hand rolled form, and then we bake them We boil them over here, we seed them over here, and we bake them in front of you. Yeah.
That's why every time I come in, mine has been warm.
Yes, yeah.
Which
That's
is
the idea.
unbelievable.
That's the idea.
And I happen to have a vegan husband who loved what you sent him home with the other day, the chickpea and garlic.
Oh, so that's the Swedish culture spread. It's a new product for us. We're piloting it in this location, and we're probably going to be expanding it into our city locations. Yeah.
So you do vegetarian, you do vegan, you do all kinds of sandwiches.
Gluten-free. We have gluten-free bagels, which are getting some rave reviews. So, we try to check off all boxes.
And you have like, what I see, 20 different kinds of
Cream cheeses?
cream cheese.
Sure.
I mean, who thinks those things up? Do you guys taste them? How do you do it?
So you have your traditional spreads, and then we have other spreads that, we try to be creative. Not only myself and my business partner, but our staff. And every week we're trying to come up with different flavors. Of course, not all of them make the list, but we have a weekly flavor also. I don't know if you've seen that, where every week we change one of the flavors.
You highlight it.
We highlight it. It's a feature that only lasts for about a week, 7 to 9 days, and then we go on to the next weekly flavor.
You should have a contest where we get to vote on what we
Sounds
like
great.
best.
We love contests.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Anyway, I can't get over how warm and welcoming they are here. You
Great
guys have really set up. Were these people with you before? Are these Mamaroneck people?
So our manager here is from our Greenwich Village location. She was promoted. Yeah, Morgan. She's doing a phenomenal job. We've had a couple of folks that have come over from the city to help us out. Some of them have to return back into the city, so they're passing the baton over to the newer folks. And it all comes down to the hiring process. It used to be a time where we used to only hire based on skill. It was a priority, a primary focus. But through the years, we realized that, anybody could learn a skill. Not everyone can learn to be nice, and tolerate the pressure. So now we hire from the heart, and I think it's working out well for us. We're getting some good folks in here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What's your most unusual bagel?
Unusual bagel. Well, currently we have a rainbow bagel.
Yeah, I
which the kids
see
love
that.
it. That's the blueberry bagel. I don't have the rainbow bagel out
Oh,
here. That's
okay.
a featured bagel that we usually have about 3 to 6 months out of the year.
Different colors.
That's the one with a lot of different colors. It's not a traditional bagel. I would say that's probably and the other one is the jalapeno asiago. It's one of the newest bagels that we make. Yeah. It's got
That
a nice
must
little
be
kick to it.
very spicy.
It's got a little kick to it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
my son-in-law will love that.
Yeah.
In the back, where you say you bake them or you
We
drop?
bake them. You can actually see it's right in the back. It's right in the oven. It's right
Okay.
in front for everybody to see. Yeah, we
Okay.
bake them right in front of the customer's view. Yeah.
And they come in, place an order.
Uh-huh.
You guys fill it.
Mhm.
They pick it up.
Mhm.
You can eat out here. What are they? How many seats? About 18, 17?
We have about 16 seats out here.
Okay, that's not a bad
And we
deal.
have 22 inside. Yeah.
Well, I've seen it very full.
Yeah.
And
especially the weekends. Yeah.
The weekends are really.
Absolutely.
And,
We have also 2 handicapped restrooms, which is very convenient for the customer.
and you have a ramp for disadvantage,
Mhm.
which is major.
Yep.
Because those are pretty steep stairs.
Yep. Yep.
Especially with a coffee and
Right.
a bagel.
That's right.
Do you do holiday kind of?
So we have a few things in the works now. If you want to talk about our discounts that we're looking forward to doing when schools go back, we're going to have a faculty discount in the
that's-
Mamaroneck School District, Monday through Friday.
I think your wife had something to do with it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Also, a discount for Mamaroneck High School students from Monday through Friday.
Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah, we currently have an early bird special from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m.
I was just telling somebody, if you get a discount and you have one of these bagels, you don't need to eat anything the rest
That's
of the
right.
day.
Wait till dinner.
Wait till dinner, exactly.
Yeah.
They are a lot.
So we have a lot of that discounts, those discount specials that are. But for the holiday show, we have Christmas bagels, we have Labor Day bagels, we have Halloween bagels. So a lot of featured bagels to come with those holidays. Yeah.
Tell me something. You are open how many days a week?
7 days. We never close. Yeah.
You never
So on the weekdays we open from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. currently, subject to change. We're still looking at the metrics. And the weekends we open from 7 to 3.
6 a.m. is great for fishermen and people who start out quite early.
Absolutely, yeah. And we have the 95 down there, 95 north and south. A lot of people going to work early in the morning to get to the city. Yeah.
So you're right across from the, well, you're very close to
95 south and north.
95 south and north. The Mark.
Right across the street.
Right across the street. Yeah. And your address is
690 Mamaroneck Avenue. Yeah.
And your website?
We have bkbagel.com is our website. You could go on there, check us out, check out our catering services. You can check out our online delivery services. We also have our Instagram account, our social media. That's the BK Bagel NY.
So I have a question. Why Brooklyn Bagel?
So when we first got into this business over 2 decades ago, we wanted to pay homage to the Jewish settlers in Brooklyn, primarily in Brooklyn. I don't know if people realize, but somewhat like half the Jewish population in the mid 1900s lived in Brooklyn.
You know why? They were sent there. They came in and they got to the Statue of Liberty, and I think they just...
And there's still a huge concentration of Jewish population in Brooklyn. So we paid homage to that also because we feel like the New York City bagel, the way we know it today, must have been created in someone's kitchen in Brooklyn. So yeah, we paid homage to that.
But yours is unique. I know there are other bagel stores, but yours, I'm not just saying that, Pete.
It's focus. It's focus. That's the key ingredient. You know, ever since we set out on this journey, when we first decided to get into this business, we did so with the mindset that we wanted to create New York City's best bagel, and that's never changed. We've never strayed from that goal, So one way that we've accomplished that, I believe, is because look at this table. Do you see anything else here?
No.
Just the bagels, right? So the bagels have always been our primary focus. You go into a lot of these other places, sometimes they have, salads, they have soups, and all that stuff is great, but we learned that can also serve as a distraction when you're trying to create the perfect bagel, right? So we don't have all that, what I consider fluff in the menu.
But you do have egg salad.
Sure.
You have
all
tuna,
those traditional
and you
items
have everything you can put on there.
All those traditional items we have, yeah. But our primary focus is the bagel. It's always going to be the bagel. Not only that, we're also focused on always improving our bagel, right? So although we created what we felt was New York City's best bagel, ever since then, we're improving the ingredients to our recipe. So now, like for the last decade, our bagels have been void of potassium bromates, bleaching agents, because our flour that we use is unbleached. More recently, we removed the food colorings out of our blueberry bagel, out of the egg bagel is made with turmeric. Our pumpernickel bagel has no food coloring in it either. It's made with a subtle cocoa powder with a subtle flavor. You really won't pick it up.
So you really took pains to try and make it healthy.
Absolutely. And you know what? We've won a lot of accolades through the years. We've won Food Network's Best Bagel. We've won NY1 News Best Bagel, the BuzzFeed. Most recently, we were on TV with Rosanna Scotto for Best Bagel. But of course, the greatest accolade for us and will always be is just our loyal. We have some fiercely loyal customers. I mean, I think like they would go to war for us. So what greater accolade? When you have those loyal customers.
I agree. It's funny when you said about the Jewish population in Brooklyn. I'm from the Midwest, and everybody you talked to was was born in Brooklyn, and you actually used the term schmear, which is a very Jewish term.
That's right. Yeah. Gets a little confusing at times for those that really don't understand the term. So, we have to make it more clear when someone comes to the counter and requests a schmear of cream cheese. But
and can you describe that for everybody watching?
So, for what that word's evolved as to this point is a schmear is mostly a more thin layer of cream cheese, almost like when you're applying butter, like a schmear of butter.
That's right.
We are getting more involved with the community. We're getting involved with the Mamaroneck School District. We're sponsoring we're helping sponsor an event that they're having a triathlon, I believe, for the kids.
Yeah, right.
Sometime in September, I believe. We also are discussing the possibility of having bagels at the finish line. So yeah, being a part of the community is very important, especially when you live in the community,
Yeah.
right? So this is my community too, so whatever we can do.
So you have one son and one.
So my son is currently in college,
And your
my daughter goes to Mamaroneck High School.
I don't want to let. I feel bad. I didn't mention her. Right?
Yeah, so Ava's going to be a sophomore at Mamaroneck High School next year, in September. Yeah.
Terrific.
Great place to raise a family. Fantastic place to raise a family.
I couldn't agree more. And the kindness of the community and the support of the community.
That's right.
And it really is.
Yeah.
All right, so we have probably just a few minutes left. Anything we've forgotten?
We've been open since June 18th. For those of you that haven't tried us, please come on in.
Yes.
Come give us a shot. Let us know what you think. We love your feedback, and looking forward to seeing you all. I usually take somewhere between a minute or two. We just finished kettle boiling them. See what he's doing over there now? He's arranging them, getting them ready to receive their everything seeds. Here we go.
So he knows which kind he's making.
I asked him to make the everything. Yeah, this is by far the most popular bagel that we have. So our customers love the everything bagel.
Hey Pete, you can tell this is a family affair. Your wife and adorable daughter just walked in.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking with us.
This has been so much fun.
Really?
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to meet. I met you about a month ago.
That's true.
It's been a great time, conversing with you, and this has been a ton of fun.
This has given me new hope, really, that a community person opened something so wonderful in our community.
It's the way it should be, right?
It's the way it should be.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
for
Simon.
all you out there watching, if you haven't been here, you're missing out. Brooklyn Bagels, right on the Mamaroneck Avenue.
See you soon.
See you soon.